to start this video with just to say that we need to cut all their throats and get rid of them all.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen. We did it. We made it. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it. I mean, what does that mean? I mean, it's getting to quite scary times, I think. I don't really know what to kind of make of things. Because I'm not deeply impacted on a personal scale, but I know that's not good enough, because that's the problem. And I know that's the worst thing. They've methodically worked out the best place to actually do it, so they know, like, the people not to wind up talking about fake UK immigration. It just seems like what they've done is they've strategically placed, like, mostly immigrants in the north, which most people, like, I don't want it, I'm trying to be elitist to our northern brethren, but generally the more north you go, like, the thicker people usually are, and until you get to Scotland, and I think it kind of then it resets again, because I think most of the Scottish cities are actually quite near the border, or quite south. That's probably the best one, except oh god, there's a port, and I don't want to say, I want to say Dunkirk, but I think that's not as Scottish. Dunkirk's fucking France. I thought it was Scotland. No, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of Dundee. It's quite... You can let me up a little bit. I guess that's pretty stupid. But yeah, it just kind of seems as if there's a bit of a tinder block sort of situation, because I haven't really noticed it, because I live really near the south. And they have placed some. We have a few of the hotels. I think the nearest one to me is, I don't want to dox myself too much, really, but it's in a city not too far from me. It's probably like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I do actually know where the hotel is, because I know that city quite well. But it's like, I know they had protests outside there. But it's just, I don't know. I am just really baffled about what's happening, because we've been conditioned to not really be allowed to talk about this stuff, and that's really the saddest thing. Is like, even me saying, like, now, like, I don't care, because, like, no one listens to this really. And that's just. But it just even just me, like, saying stuff like this on, like, something that's recorded just makes me feel, like, uneasy, just because it's like, this is what society's done. This is like what up until my mid-20s I've been browbeaten of being just like a white male. Been, you know, let up on loads of promotions that I know have just been because the people who get it are either female or minorities. And I've been conditioned, I'm not allowed to mention or talk about how that probably is the case, but, you know, I've got, like, good proof as to why, like, I should have got it versus why I didn't. And, you know, a lot of people, they just use that, like, nice nebulous phrase, like, it's a skill issue, but generally it's not. Usually it's absolutely not 100%. Most of the time it's actually just like a PR, what looks best for the company and the person who's, like, making a decision. Like, when you're in, like, a business and it's like, I think I worked with only females. It was like, it would have just looked very it would have just been like too obvious, wouldn't it? If it would have been like I was like the boss, and it was like, oh, it's the white man who's the boss of all of these, because a lot of the people I work with are like Asian girls, and they're just be like, oh, tut tut tut. Whereas, oh, having a big fat black Texas woman, brilliant. It ticks all kinds of boxes. You got. You got she's international because she's from Texas. She's fat, so there's like potential like disabilities and stuff. They can get like probably like credits for that. And then she's black, so you get like the you know, so it's like chef's kiss. Um, it is funny because I didn't like follow her, but like she was my boss for a couple years. And she was useless, and it was just funny because it was like we were. I was kind of like Atlas at work, as you'll find with most blokes are. Like most blokes will just sit down and crunch and do all the work, and all the women just like go around and they don't do anything. So I remember like when we had our like reviews, when we first did it, they would show like how many tickets we closed, and I was always like about the same as all of the other girls combined, and sometimes even some. And they would always gaslight me and being like, "Well, the tickets I'm doing are a bit more complicated." No, they weren't. I just got very good at just being able to touch type and do control, copy and paste, and do like, you know, templates and stuff. Just got really good at doing it. And then they start hiding anything about women, but women generally you'll find they're the ones that like the rewards, like giving prizes out. Like men don't really care that much unless it's like generally something really good, or if it's like money or something that's, you know, something. But if it's just some sort of superficial good boy award, no one really cares. It's just like you gotta go to a function, you gotta give a speech, no one cares, I don't care. You get like a piece of like glass with your name in it. How much does this cost? Why couldn't I just had that as a bonus? Why can't I have just been given like £100 voucher for me and my girlfriend to go out? You see what I mean? So it all just comes like selfish anyway, because it's like, you know, you feel like you're actually, it's like I won like a corporate meal and they made it like so awkward for me. And I was just like, I didn't even want to go to it. And I was just like, it just became like an issue. I was like, sometimes I felt like I won these things because I didn't want to go. I don't know, just go to these meals. I was like, however, I went to like one, and it was amazing. It was like, I got like a piece of like, I think it was like a really nice piece of pork, but it was like it was like a rectangle just of like the pork flesh and like a little bit of the fat. And I just remember I couldn't actually finish it. It was like the first time I just couldn't finish a meal. I was astonished. But I remember that being really nice. So that was worth it. I feel like that was a Jamie Oliver restaurant, and it was near St Paul's Cathedral. That's near where I worked. If anyone worked near, watched the what was it called? First Dates. Was that Channel 4 show they did? I don't think it's the same restaurant now, but in the first seasons, I knew that I worked next to that restaurant. I would sometimes see them filming, like, because the building I worked at, actually I smoked at the time, I'd go out for a cigarette, and when they had the people like doing this sort of staged walk into the restaurant, where they would have the runners for the show and giving the guy like preps and stuff and like telling him where to walk was like basically where the smoking bit was. So sometimes I'd be having a cigarette, I just like see these like this guy dressed up in like a smart shirt and, you know, got like some fluff like a flowers, and he's like two like black runners are like going, okay, you need to walk down here and then you need to go there and you make sure you don't look at the camera because the camera's going to be here. But yeah, I don't know. We're just in like we're in some dark times.
We need to.
Because I can't really see how this is gonna continue. But then this is the problem, right? It's like we've gone to like a really dark part with like being able to trust anything, and I'm talking about like the government, because I know for a fact that legacy media is just not showing the full picture, and I think because they're being so resistant to show anything, that's what's causing more doubt. Because sometimes I could give it the benefit of the doubt if they showed a few of the sexual assaults that were going on. I'd think, okay, there's definitely, there's obviously a problem, but potentially, like, yeah, maybe the government can like talk themselves out of it and just be like, look, we obviously appreciate that these essays are all happening. It's terrible. So as a result, we're going to very, very quickly go back on uh, in uh, just like an island or something, so that they can all be by themselves, and well, maybe we can still send them aid, but it's just like they're in their own like place. So fine, if they do want to commit crimes for each other, they're all illegal in a sense. You could argue, oh, are we doing our job to protect them? Well, I guess it's better than them still being in the war-torn place. Because I mean, we've got a lot of islands around in the UK. I'm sure we could just, uh, use the space for them. Because it's just this, it's not working, and I think like, yeah, fine. If you want to play like the leftist side and go, they don't know any better, great. That's that's fine. That's a reason, I suppose, but it's not like an excuse, is it? It's that's not fair for other people. Where it's like some poor child and like their whole family is now ruined because some Afghan guy came to this country illegally. They didn't do proper due diligence, and he's just gone and like committed like a really heinous crime. And it's like, is that a lot of people they don't really know what to do. And I'm with that. Like I don't know what to do. And to be honest with you, I'm not going to do anything. I don't know. It's just. But at the same token, like, what can we do? Because if we don't do anything, we will just get it. Just will get replaced, and everything that our grandparents, great grandparents fought for is just going to go in a generation. It's all gone. Like in the same generation that you still actually have people who are still alive from World War Two. Like literally, as soon as they go, it's just like they're going to watch like their country just turn uh, into mini Islam. And the worst thing is that as well is that it's not even the people. It's not the people. What do I mean? Countries as well, they will be very privy to the fact this is happening because obviously, like our biggest ally, the US, uh, not massively keen, I suppose, on Islam. As an overall consensus, I'd say there are like obviously, but I think in general Trump is very much putting Americans first. And I know, sorry, I know what you're gonna say, but I can't even be bothered to correct myself anymore. Like this is the fatigue that when you get being white. It's like you just get so every day you do anything. It's like I'm just worried you're gonna you get called racist because you refer to when you say Americans. So what do you mean? You classic like cowboy gunslinging white guy, don't you? It's like, or yeah, you say a pronoun wrong. You call a woman sweetheart or something like that. You get labeled like sexist or chauvinist. Uh, I don't know. I forget it's Gareth's birthday and he's gay, so now I'm like, I'm homophobic. Do you know what I mean? It's just like you get sick of it, and you know what happens? It's like you just become immune to it, and it's what's happened now. I just go on X, and it's like I'm just so used to just like, oh, someone makes a pretty, I'd say, a paedophilic comment about something, and I'll push back, and it's like they'll just jump and say I'm a pedo, which is like your classic kind of like projecting. It's like, and it's like they know because they know that deep down, it's like the shame is and reputation for white people is like it's just inherently that's like their biggest like Achilles heel. Is they know like using like calling white people racist is like the biggest because it's like game. They know it's like life changing for us. It's like they know if officially so, like a white person is labeled as racist, it probably just means they're not going to be able to like get a job and function in society, and that's what they want. They don't have any like they don't care. They'll happily like if you told them like your name, they would go and call up your boss and or work and try and get you fired because there's just people like that. Um, and especially like you go on X, you got to remember that there's so many people in so many countries using it, and it doesn't matter if people go, "Oh, it's not available in that country." That doesn't mean jack. You never heard of VPNs? It's like that's why one of the funniest gaslightings that you've ever find is like they always say like if you bring up the statistics to like OnlyFans, you always look at it and like usually it's the Indian community, which is like probably like half of the internet because there's just so many Indian people. It's like that's the thing. I respect the Chinese because the Chinese just um, they don't really make an effort because the Chinese or Asian races are generally they are quite just like progressive, and it's like they don't care so much about like trying to integrate with like other races so much because it's just like they're a smart society and they just know that like if they all just are Chinese and they all just in this massive country, they can just do loads of good stuff because everyone's got the same kind of value, everyone's got the same kind of looking out for each other. You just ethically do have more morals and uh, what's the word? You just feel more empowered if you're with people of your own ilk, and unfortunately that is true. It's just like sorry if you want to make me be racist, but if a black person is in a life or death situation, he'll probably follow a black person, just like a white person will probably follow a white person, and a Chinese person will probably follow another Chinese person. You see what I mean? It's not so being racist. It's just kind of like it's just a familiarity thing, isn't it? But the Chinese have just done a really good job of just like keeping out like any what you call like sort of nonsense out of their country, so they can just focus. And it's like, yeah, they have a lot of issues, and God, yeah, but they just because only because like they've got so many people. So like the only other metric you've got to kind of compare of a civilization that's got the same kind of population is ironically India, and like look at the state of that place. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, you can show me pictures of like New Delhi and some of the big cities. And I bet they're really, really lovely. I'm not gonna lie. But I've seen the Ganges. I've seen like what the sort of like, work like train conditions, and I know people are gonna say these are gaslighting, but it's not. I've seen absolutely days and days and days of clips from stuff over my lifetime of just people just doing stuff in India where you're like, God, that's messed up. That's fucked. The street food and all of the where the housing conditions and people trying to get what they want they want to replace us with like lower intelligence, more appreciative is probably like the political term, people who so for example this flat that I have, 2 bedroom, they don't like that, they don't want that, like do you think the government likes the fact that like I'm paying and I'll eventually own this and I'll have this asset and I might give it to my kids? Fuck no. No. They want me to try and sell this or they get their hands on it, which they will because there's going to be inheritance tax. So which by the time I donate this, give this to my kids, probably tax 25% or whatever the asking price is. But if my kids don't want this, then yeah, what they would love to be able to do with it is someone would buy it and they'd buy it to rent to the immigrants. And what they'll do is they will put the rent up to something like 5,000. You'll be like, what the fuck? Because there's nowhere near what it's like over 10 times, but they'll be like, yeah, like 6 grand. You'd be like, 6 grand a month. But the reason why is because they'll fill it with like 15, and I could see it. Like I could see them doing it because they've got a really big front room. So here you could just put loads of cots, Just have like loads of bunk beds. You could probably have one bunk bed, two bunk beds, three bunk beds, four bunk beds, five bunk beds. Or you just have like you'd have like a family that like lives in one bed. I'm not even kidding. You probably have like a family that would live in like the one bedroom. You'd have like a family that would live in the small bedroom. Yeah, they'd just turn it into just like you'd have like 10 people probably living in it, and then so maybe not that much. It might be like, but it'd be like enough that they'd all be paying something like £200 or something, like £300 a month, and that's not even going to come out of their money. That'll just come out of like our taxes. So they'll get the universal credit on top of that, but that's fine because they'll spend that and that gets taxed as well. They don't want people, the rich white people, to have like property. They want it all to be owned by probably usually Indians. I think it's been shown that most of the property places are like of like Indian descent, and it's true because I had a friend who lived around here, and his dad owned like so many places. And that's what they want because they know like the big like monopoly was in the early 2000s. The big racket was students because that was when there was like the surge of like everyone going to college. And then I remember growing up and people were getting pissed off because they were like, oh, I've just been evicted by my landlord because he says he's gonna like because he had to like change like the building to actually accommodate students. It was funny, like you have to actually like I don't know, like you have to like make it more like durable because they just know like students are probably just gonna be sick everywhere and throw up and be piss and cum everywhere. So it's just like make everything like super flame retardant. So people can't like set fire to things. But that was the big racket, and then after that, I think it became like just more private. It just became more like just private renting. But now the big racket is, yeah, it's the legal immigrant renting. So it's all about buying places, and never selling them, and just having them being these perpetual money cows, cash cows, while they go live in like, I don't know, New Delhi, and they'll live in one of those massive mansions. And all the while, all they're doing is they're just like not doing anything really. They're literally like doing the definition. They're like doing the one thing they don't want the white people to do, which is just own places and not do anything and get money. That's why it's really funny because it's like they don't want to stop the system. They just want to change who's in charge, and that's what I mean. Deep down, it's why we can't work together because every race just wants to be number one. So it's why you can't have like people of different races. It really because deep down, if you just ask an Indian person if they had like complete dominion in the world, what race do they want to like be number one? They'd say India, and you'd think they'd be stupid if they wouldn't. They might say like Britain, maybe, but I don't know. I think deep down, just from a race perspective, they probably would. You probably, if you just had complete control, like a black person living in America, he's not going to be like, he's not going to say, oh, I think it should be like Asian people or white people because I can agree that they probably have done a lot. They wouldn't. They would just say, oh, all black people. And the world would probably be very different. That's all I'll say. It would be very different. But that's why I agree that I just think we're not all the same. We've just been again gaslit into like accepting that all humans are the same, but just inherently by cultural reasons, religious reasons, environmental reasons, what we're watching on TV, the sort of things that happen in our past. It's impossible just to think that like some guy who's like from the Philippines is going to be able to come here and we're going to be able to completely get them to integrate and they're just going to have complete loyalty and respect for our place. And people will tell you things, but again, it's like I always say, people can say whatever. It's not what people do, it's what they say. And that's the biggest thing with politicians. It's just like you can't. The only thing I can sort of suggest to actually prevent it is, I don't know why this isn't even the case anyway. Like when politicians get voted into power, why don't they just make it so if they don't do what they have been elected to do, it's like considered fraud or some shit, and they lose their position? I don't get it. But it'll be some old shitty law that was written in like the 9th century, which they'll hold on to because they'll be like, well, no, the reason they don't do that is because you need to have the ability to allow the leader to be flexible. Otherwise, they're just gonna, and there'll just be some shitty like argument like that, which kind of does answer your point, but doesn't actually make any sense. Because they'll be like, well, what would happen if they did say about immigration, but then suddenly, I don't know, there was a big war in a country, and then we needed to take on loads of immigrants. They'd be like, okay, yeah, I guess so. But I think unless there's a good, unless there's like that good reason, then you can't. But I don't know, because now they're saying they've got Houthi soldiers in Essex, which is, I'm not mega near Essex. It's like an hour away, an hour and a half. But that, well, I don't even know if that's true. First off, but I would not be surprised because the level of vetting that they've been doing has just been absolutely atrocious. But then it's like, well, what do we do about that? And the answer to that is like, we don't know. We can't really do anything because it just seems like do you remember? I just remembered, like, just after, like, 9/11, how scared the world became. We, like, put so much money into, like, our home office and, like, MI5, MI6 and stuff. And it was, like, that was actually, like, almost seen as, like, a real jewel in British culture. It was, like, things like James Bond and just like that really cool mystique of like having spies and stuff, and it's like that classy like Hugh Grant like British person, and all of that's gone now. All of that's just completely gone. Like they never talk about like how good our intelligence is anymore. It's like we've just become like an absolute laughing stock, and I just think it's because again we're not hiring our best and brightest anymore. We're all too scared to try and look politically correct, and we've been hiring like DEI and just like, I don't know, women as well. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, but it's true. And they've ruined it. They've just put too much bureaucracy, too much red tape and everything, too much training, too many award ceremonies, too much. It's like when I'm at work today, I just don't want to make any effort to socialize or get to know anyone really, because I know everything is just so flippant. It's happened already. Like people just leave, and that's fine. I'm not expecting people to stay. I have no loyalty to them because that's just the nature of what jobs are turned into now. It's just we're just there to collect paychecks, and it's just become even more transparent now. Like when there's just no effort or there's no need to like try to make an effort. Brown nosing isn't even worth it because getting promoted within a company is just generally not the best way now to get ahead. It's just better just to jump ship, just go up and up and up every 6 months. It's just sad. It's just there's no purpose. There's just no. You used to be able to go to work. It used to be like an escape from your missus, which was a fine. It's not like you're so abusive. It's just you just have to. It's like like when you have two good friends, and if you just hang out forever, you just start bickering. Because that's it. You need to like have a change of place. You need to see someone else, and you need to get away, and it makes you appreciate your time more. But they got rid of it. Feminism lied. It was probably an incentive paid for by Big Islam to like stop, to destabilize the West, and convince women to like go and work, not have kids, become girl bosses. Don't think about anything aside in the next year. Just live like vicariously through the actions and advice of your friends, and don't settle down or think of anything like that. And then we're already seeing it. You're already going on TikTok, and you're just seeing like loads of these like leftover women who are just like in their 30s and their 40s, and it's like no one's gonna go out with them. No one's gonna date them. um, even the like I don't know the Indian and Islamic dudes who maybe that was their plan. They thought, well, if they do this to the women, then the women will. No, it's backfired on them because even the women don't. They just rather be single. Like that's the thing. So they're not like that desperate that they'll just. This is what we've learned of hypergamy. It's like if you sit there, hyping women up, and then she becomes like so full of herself that she just doesn't want to date men in her league, then I'm sorry, like maybe this is what they didn't realize is they won't women. But basically, the most important bit of information I've learned recently was there was a study that came out in like 2021, so quite new. But it was just showing like racial biases towards other races.
Roost, come in.
Where am I?
Refuge inside a castle. Just been separated.
Oh yeah, she tried to kill herself.
Say, can you?
Roost, you're breaking up. You read me.
For what? In.
At least she's not here then.
Chopper.
Damn it. So much for that.
Ooh. Hit me in the water. Jesus, bloody thumping upstairs. I mean, this is good because you can actually use these and sell them. They're not like they go for a little bit. Keep me in the water. Bloody hell. Wow, okay. Very good. Wait, so I got no shotgun. Keep me in the water. It's the weekend. I might build a my model tomorrow. Got another gun down. And that's the problem. It's like, I just feel like, oh, I should talk about happy stuff, but I think you can't just bury your head. That's literally the problem we're having. It's just like, because white people just, they don't want to do it. They just don't want, they've just, I think it's almost like, you know what it is? It's just like, we've gone through so much shit, and the problem is like, what I don't think people seem to have just forgotten is like, who fought World War II? Predominantly white people. Yeah, there were some Indians, but we were the ones who like sacrificed so much, and it's like, so a lot of these like black people, fuck, I mean, even everyone probably would have been like eventually cleansed. Like, it would have just all been German.
Welcome. I got
But
something
no,
new for you.
don't care. Like, there would have been no Israel, probably would have been no Middle East, because if Germany had won, they probably would have. But
Hard times, mate.
oh yeah, we can put it like that. So that's where we broke up. Like, don't speak. No. No. Okay. Oh, that felt good. That was a way. I think I probably should get a shotgun for two more. Where to go? Oh, I mean, submachine gun's not good. Submachine gun is a fun gun to use. It's just the ammo is so scarce. It helps me a lot. Oh god. Deal with it.
This is messed up.
Yeah, so there was like a new statistic that was dropped. It was like London has more incidents of witchcraft than some countries in Africa. So it's gone so bad now. And again, I don't. The reason again I say that I'm bringing up this whole like, are they in there? Racial bias stuff. It's because it just shows they don't want to integrate. They just want to form their own little pocket community. And that's what they want to do. They just want to change everything back to that. It's like they're not here to integrate. They're just gonna come here, leech off the whatever. They're not gonna try and benefit to us. They're not gonna try and help any white people or care about, you know, anything to do with like the natives' values. They just want to come here and then slowly bring everyone here and take over. And you can just see it. You just see these videos, and you know, people just like filming these people. And as soon as you just have a camera and you just walk over to them, yeah, sure, you can argue. People are going to say, "Well, I'd probably no." What? Okay, you live in 2025 now. The worst thing, I'll be honest with you, you want to do if someone sticks a camera in your face is immediately try and fight them. That's the stupidest thing you can do. You might say, you do that," but no, you wouldn't, because you just look like an idiot. Mihawk twin here. Who, me or you? Yeah, sorry, I'm going on a little bit of like an anti-immigration tirade because you know it's a bit topical for me because I'm from the UK. So you know if that's not your thing or you are an illegal immigrant, then maybe this isn't for you. But I thought I'd just fill you in on that because yeah, the rhetoric gets a little bit extreme, you know. Okay, so this is fine. So I'm pretty sure we'll go there, so that's gonna be... I mean, those things are brutal, aren't they? Those little hanging things, because I can just imagine, like, you would be running, you could just get your face impaled on that.
Won't open.
Well, at least I know where to go. Big TV. Got a big 50-inch TV. It's not even big. I helped my parents, right? They got a 65-inch TV. That thing was freaking huge. And apparently it didn't cost that much. I mean, you can get TVs for real cheap now. Can't get in. Ooh. I mean, you can hear my sway, my lovely, my voice going. Get silence. My lovely, rich, silky voice. Say goodbye to your head. Where is his head?
Sorry to interrupt.
I didn't miss. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, what the hell? Get off me. Ooh. Hey. Quick stab him. Ah. Find a juggler.
What the hell is happening?
You tell me. Oh, shit. Oh, right, that was really bad. Really bad. Sorry about that. What's happening? Why can't I shoot? What the hell is happening? I know, this is not good. Thanks, Simon. Input. Fuck, what am I doing? This is a nightmare. What is that? What am I doing? Oh my god. It's like some Bugsy Malone shit. Yeah. It's like some fucking Bugsy Malone shit. I need to just get back on the game a little bit. It's because I got no shotgun ammo. It's like, why not? Not happening. Not happening. Not happening. Not fucking happening. Ah, you son of a bitch! I'll fucking kill you all. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is... I mean, this is it, isn't it? Shit. What's happening? What's this fucking gas? Who's shooting me like... How many people are there? How many people are there? How many people are there? Do I even have enough ammo for... No. It's that guy. Yeah, I keep like rubbing my head. Like, what is happening? Why have I got like amnesia or some shit? Oh god, just keep shooting them. Just keep. Why am I like rubbing my head? Have I got a hangover or something? Oh, this is bollocks. I didn't want to have to use this. It took that. Don't turn into an alien head.
Jesus, my head.
Yeah, what's that all about? This is mental. I just don't know how many times I have to shoot him. Oh my god. Oh my god, do you think that's not even all of them, man? Yeah, look, what's this? I can't believe it. I think I killed the last bullet. That is for me. Oh, where's he going? What nightmare. What an actual nightmare. What's my fave so far? Probably One Piece. Probably the only one I'm actually kind of still watching. It's good. I think it's coming to the end soon, isn't it? What about you? Really don't want to waste that shit. I mean, that was insane. That was like an actual insane amount of people. I just spunked like all my ammo. What is your favorite character? Yeah. I mean, it's well, he said that like 5 years ago. He said that like 10 years ago. To be fair. What was that supposed to do? He was like, "Oh, don't worry. There's only going to be a few more chapters left." And then it was like, Dressrosa just took ages, and like, it's actually mental because actually, if you look at like when the time skip happened, it was like the time skip happened like not that long. I think it was like chapter. God, don't quote me on this. Like 300, 400 or something. It's like time skip 350. So it's like by the time that you get to the, so there's almost been like, yeah, so much more has happened since they've. I need ammo. Why is there no ammo? Why is it so taboo to get ammo? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I wish I'd taken more advantage of this. But I didn't, did I? I sat there and I shot them all like an absolute moron. Because I thought, you know what, there's going to be loads of ammo. And look, I could have done all these traps, and I didn't. Yeah, I keep up with it. I think there's a chapter that's come out potentially today? Yeah, I think it was on a break, wasn't it? Which seems to be every week. That's the other thing I don't like about it, is they all seem to just be like, they give the guy too much credit. He's like, he goes on holiday like every other week, and they're just like, oh, it's, leave him alone. He works really hard. Right? He can wait. He has a team of people. He chooses to work by himself for one. So I don't really care. Like, I feel like at this point, he owes more. Oh, what's this? Oh, that looks slow, though. 10 grand. Oh, don't ruin it. Yeah, stuff's all coming together. And it's all sort of falling into place as to like who the people are. I think everyone had like speculations about, because it's, and then it's like Buggy as well. It's probably going to be some kind of like funny like thing where it's going to be like Buggy and Blackbeard are probably going to be like brothers or something. It's going to be really funny. But to be honest with you, I could see like I have a feeling he is gonna make Buggy be the person who's gonna become like the king of the pirates. I can sort of see that's like been the joke the whole time. I just think because they've given Buggy so much, like he's just been like catching up behind Luffy, but he's just been sort of tripping up and like accidentally being in the right place at the right time. So I can definitely see it because I think it's going to be something like really stupidly insane. Like it'll be like the only person who is actually able to access the One Piece has to be from the D line lineage that Blackbeard's from, and that's why like they're going to be like, oh no, we can't make Blackbeard do it. He can actually do it, take over. Or it's like one of the or one of the, what do you call them? Those ultimate machines. So where am I going? The weapons. It'll be like one of those is like only accessible by like someone from like the D tribe. But not Luffy's one. It'll be the evil one. And then like yeah, exactly. It will. I think that is literally because that even just makes sense as like a name. Buggy D Clown. It's like it makes perfect sense. It's like it's just the D. What else I was kind of looking for? I guess we're still trying to wait on Dragon to do anything because he's basically just done nothing so far. He's just, I mean, Usopp, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think he probably will get like a big speed boost, not speed boost. He'll get a power boost. He'll unlock something. It'll be like his Haki will finally like awaken. Probably. I think he's gonna have like godlike observation Haki. He'll be able to like shoot. I still think there's gonna be like a ridiculous scene or something like where he's gonna like make a shot and it's gonna like ricochet off like the moon or something. It'll be something ridiculous.
No good.
Oh yeah, you can't do it that actually. The first time I actually miss it. I don't even need the submachine gun, man. That's the problem. Yeah, I know. The other sort of captains of the Revolution Army looks pretty fun as well. So you've got like that cat guy. What was his name? He looked really interesting, and then you had like the crow guy. He looked pretty funny. Yeah, I think that's probably because it's either a Kainu, Blackbeard. Oh wait, let's just see. Do we see Ada? I think so. So I haven't played this.
You can stop right there, Leon.
To give you context, I haven't played this whole thing through.
Wouldn't make you use this. Would you?
I've only like watched my friend play it.
Well, after 6 years, that is one hell of a greeting, Ada.
You don't seem
See, look, this is when you can have like
interesting.
women in games, and this is the sad reality: is that look at him, he's actually going to go in. He's actually just going to like actually just kill.
Using knives next time. Better for close encounters.
But in reality, I'm not taking it away from Ada, but she would just get overpowered by her. Like men's grip strength is just ridiculously more than women's grip strength. Like women just don't have like the, so he could just easily just overpower her.
Leave the girl. She's lost no matter what.
But this is the problem, you
You
see.
walk away now, and who knows? Maybe you'll live to meet me again, and then I might get you that greeting you were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, you make a good
You think I'm
point.
gonna give up that easy?
Rocks kills Akanu's father.
Right.
What is that?
How
You're
about
not.
we
You haven't just
continue
spoiled
this
something for me,
discussion
have you?
another time?
How did you know about that? Who's Akanu's father? That better not be what happens in this week's chapter. I'll be upset. But yeah, if that's the case, that probably does. Okay, did you see his like cheeky little grin? That's what I mean. He like, even though he's just again gone through hell, and this is what I mean about this game is that this is like everyone's like GOAT game, like top. It's not for me. I've openly said that. I think this game is really good. But it would probably not be in my top 10, and that's only because of just personal preferences to sort of games I like. Without sounding, people are probably gonna like, how dare you? One rock kills. What? When does that happen? I don't even think I've seen that. When does that happen? Who's Akanu's dad? So why is he in Elbath? Harold is in Elbath. To be honest with you, like, I don't know. I'm not really enjoying Elbath as much. I much preferred Egghead. But that's just probably down. I don't know. I think the pacing to Elbath's just been really bad, and also that shit where they woke up in that toy place. That was like the worst. I remember just reading that, and I was like, oh my god, like what's happening? It was just, someone got some kind of thing of Loki's just strange. Like, I don't know why Luffy's just got such a good like opinion of him. it doesn't really make any sense. He just has a vibe that he's just trusting him, even though he's like got no real reason to. I just feel like that's maybe a bit lazy. That's beautiful little gem. Oh. See, already we've got like some valuables here. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Right, that could. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, okay, there's speculations. That could be the case. I mean, one of the biggest ones, right, and no one ever was able to answer this for me, was in the movie Zephyr, Zephyr loses his arm, and they lose his arm to an unknown pirate, but they speculate that the pirate that was able to do it became one of the seven warlords, and it was like, who was the person then who did it? Because at that time we didn't know, because there's now information out that there's like this new like there was this like seven warlords guy that I don't think's been like revealed, but he was like in between like the period when I gotta be careful with this. It's like I think like after the time skip, they'd lost so many of the warlords because they'd lost Gecko Moria, they'd lost Jinbei, um, yeah, we don't, but we don't know like what Rox is like. What I think he's just a hack user, isn't it? We don't know if he's got like any power. It doesn't sound like he's got like a Delphi bow. So sword. That's why they call me the king, baby.
That should do it.
I think he's just got freak show hacky like Roger. But then I don't know because has he? I don't think he's hinted at anything about the OP. Oh, the one Law has. That would make sense though, wouldn't it? Because that would explain how he's able to. Oh, okay. What was that?
All right.
Did Asmongold just bite me? How often would a rat actually bite you? Like, what are the chances of that? I don't think rats would take the risk. Did I go? I don't think I got him. You can probably eat it. That's the thing. Like that's why I like about. Oh, you bastard! Why did this turn into the fun spot? Leon, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, that makes sense, because then it would explain that he's probably got... Yeah, or he uses the OP's fruit power on. But who do you use it on? Because that's the thing we still haven't really seen with the OP fruit. We haven't seen anyone actually even try to use that, but like resurrection power, whether it's the infinite health, you live forever one. But again, it just seems like a weird like power for it to have. It's just like it'd be like if you had the Mera fruit, and like, yeah, you can also you can conjure up flames, but also you can allow one person to have X-ray vision, but you die if you do it. It's like, okay. Yeah, I thought there was going to be like maybe an interesting discourse about that, where it turns out like the OP no me was like the really really desired fruit, and they used it to like make the people like live forever. So it was just like again like the holy gods are all just like been. Oh my god. That looks disgusting. Why does it just attack me? Why does it just go for me as soon as... This is what I mean, I can't even have a break. This is why I'm so... I want to drink my beer or my alcohol, and I'm not allowed, because anytime I take my finger off the pulse, this is what happens. Bullshit like this, it always happens. Some freak gets abducted. He's got something in his back, like eating him. So what's his first instinct? Oh, let's just attack some guy in front. Like, make it make sense. That's why I thought, well, he's probably gonna get infected. I'll watch a little cutscene of him like limbering towards me. No. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Blackbeard's been dominating everyone at the moment. I don't think Lord's dead though, no, because Beppo, he's just overpowered. They just like they had this like character Beppo, and they just been like just made him like really overpowered. I was like, can I even stop this guy? Oh. Just explodes. Yeah, I mean, Blackbeard's been dominating everyone, to be fair. Everyone's been getting angry because there's been a lot of, like, the running joke is he's just, like, does a lot of off-screen kills. Who else did he take out? Well, I mean, Kid's pretty much dead now. I don't really know what his relevance in the story is anymore. Because this is the thing, it's like some of these people, they just tank them so much. So I'm just like, how are they going to get back? Like, the Kid has like no reason to even be alive at this point, because he's just like he was generally going to like absolutely like screw over Shanks and kill all of those people. So there's no way he's going to keep him alive. But I still have this like interesting narrative that Shanks could turn out to be a baddie. Because he's clearly the brother of Garland. Figland was, I can't remember what they were. The guy had like the worst color scheme. He's, like, everyone like lost their mind when they like revealed his color scheme. Because that's the thing. It's like I give like Oda credit because it's like, you do like watch like some shows and it's just everything's so bleak and just sepia toned, and then it's like you do just turn on One Piece and it's just like it's like the other way around. He's just every color in the whole palette's there. He just goes into his like whatever his program is using. He just goes, "Oh, dude, this color and this color and this color," and it's just like when he did the color scheme to like Figland or God and everything. It didn't make any sense. I mean, there's been instances like that already where like Bartholomew Kuma was originally supposed to have his jacket was meant to be like orange, but I think it's just because the manga, they just did it black, and then they just put it there. Oh yeah, Davy Jones. So that's a good thing, because I always thought there has to be a reason why. Because when I started watching One Piece, I wasn't like at the start. I wasn't like I didn't start from the get go. I started when like they were in Enies Lobby. I think I started watching it because it came on Toonami. I'm showing my age a bit, but I'm in my 30s. But it was on like Cartoon Network. They showed like this 4Kids version of it. It was terrible, and it only went up to like Alabasta, and then it got cancelled because it was shit. But I hated it. The dub just ruined it. The dub just made everything that's cool about One Piece. They ruined it because they had to war it down for like, because Japanese manga is just, or anime is just a lot more violent than what kids are. So when you watch Dragon Ball Z, it's like when like they actually fight and punch each other, like proper blood just like pours out. But if you watch it in like the English one, it's like spit comes out or something like that. Or like when like Krillin or Frieza gets bifurcated, it's like no blood goes over it. It's just like it's the cleanest car ever. They ruined it. They just censored it out, and then like I forgot about it. So I must have watched it when I was like 12 or something, and then like I didn't hear about it until I was like 15 or 16. Yeah, but we already know who Poseidon is. It's Shirahoshi, whatever her name was, the mermaid woman. So she'll probably have to come back into it because I think people are already aware. Like, I think that was the thing. She was being targeted in Reverie because I think people are not aware that uh, she has that power. And then we've seen another one. Yeah, I had a theory about that. Well, actually, you know what my theory was? My theory was going to be that Shirahoshi's power was going to be she could speak to the Sea Kings. Luffy actually had the power to control another of the weapons, and that was going to be Shanisha, the giant elephant, because he seems to be able to control that when he goes into fifth gear. And then there was going to be that battleship's Uranus, which we've obviously seen, which is that thing that's able to take out whole islands. So I think there's going to be two. Well, I don't know how. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is, well, how is Shanisha not going to? How is Shanisha not a weapon? Like, you've seen how big that thing is. Like, how could that not destroy? Like, it did. Like when it took out like Jack's ship, it just like used its trunk, just like swung once, and it was just wiped out like Jack's whole fleet. The only reason he lived was because he was a fisherman.
Welcome. I've got something new for you, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
A deal well struck.
Ooh, what's the Matilda? This is what I hate. It's like
What's that?
I just keep having to buy our new gun. I mean, I guess I could sell the gun. Body armor?
What you see is what I've got.
Ooh, I don't know. That does sound really good, but I don't like the fact you have to keep replenishing it. Yeah, there's quite a few things. So we've got the whole thing with Noah, not Noah. Yeah, Noah's Ark, that Ark thing. Because it says you got to remember that they said that you remember what's her face, Madam, that shark woman. She had that prophecy that Luffy would return to Sea Fishman Island, and he would bring destruction. And I think like they all saw that as he was going to be the antagonist, but I think like that probably is going to happen, but it's not. It's going to symbolize a good thing. Like I generally think it'll be something like the whole of Marie-Joie is going to like fall into like the, because if I'm not mistaken, Marie-Joie is directly above Fishman Island. I'm trying to remember. I think, like, yeah, isn't the whole point of when you're going to Fishman Island is like you're going underneath? I don't actually know. I think it is. I think the whole point of Fishman Island is that you're going under the red line, because the red line is like some. It appears to just be man-made. It seems like someone's like got a fruit or something, and that's like because it seems to be made out of this material that just doesn't seem to be like existent with anything else. So it's like clearly like someone's had like a power or a fruit, and it's like allows them to do that.
You just gonna stand there or what?
Shush. But yes, I will. So let's think. So these. Oh fuck it.
Don't worry, I offer repair services.
I know you do.
as well. Knife needs care every once in a while. Could be the difference between life and death.
I mean, that's a lot more powerful. Oh wait.
That cash in your pocket or your life. Come back anytime.
Is there a save thing? Yeah. Ooh, alright, I'm gonna go to the loo. I'll be right back. The Grand Line theory, what's that? Is that the one where they say, like, if you destroy the red line, that's how the All Blue gets created? Because I think that's probably the whole point, isn't it? Is that they're going to destroy the red line, and then all of the oceans are going to converge. And they'll be like, oh my god, that's what the All Blue is. Because it's funny, because I was thinking about this. In theory, it's like, they've all got these dreams, but, what's his face? Usopp's has already come true, because Usopp's was just to go to Elbath and become great. But then it depends, I suppose, because if Elbath is the last one, then I guess theoretically it could have to wait till the end. So how does the body armor work? Just got a body armor symbol. Oh my god.
She said meeting you once was enough.
Yeah, there's still a lot we don't know about the It's going to be interesting, I think, when they go into like the Void Century a bit more and just kind of like understanding more about like what the old civilization was like. Because like all that stuff about the moon as well, where you're like, what the hell is happening with all that? Because like Anel was like just in the moon, and that's kind of now become. I think that's just accepted now. It's like that is actually what's happened. Where am I supposed to go? Where am I supposed to go? Oh, do I have to shoot the chains? Oh, okay, yeah. This is always what gets me. Like, what happens if you don't have enough ammo? Like, if you don't have enough ammo, you're just not allowed to do it. Well, his pacing is just a bit whack. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, I really don't want to be wasting this. Oh, God, what's that? What the hell was that? Ah. Oh, God, it just gets off. Ah, you motherfucker. Yeah, uh-oh. Quick. Who else wants a piece? Ah! Can you imagine getting a bolt from it? Excellent. Here. Ooh. Nighty night. I work. I'm the Renaissance man. I have to do everything. There's no way I can make enough. The pittance I make from here. Pittance. I don't make anything from it. I just do this for the shits and gigs.